Hello, today is our day 10 brain exercise using piano. I thought to take a moment to express my gratitude. Thank you for those who has been following me and support my channel, watch my videos. I just want to talk about myself briefly. I've been playing piano ever since I was 5. My mom was a piano teacher, so she kind of continued the education from my brother and I. I've been teaching since I was 16, so from early on I knew this is something I like. I enjoy being with kids, and that they could be a pain in the butt sometimes, but most of all they are very sweet, innocent, and they really just trying to make us happy. So, speaking of kids, to honor Avatar, we have a new Avatar movie coming out this Saturday. So this is why I'm wearing this shirt. All right, now I want to take a slower approach to our daily small lessons, you might call. So the song that I would like to go over today is Idea 10. It actually comes from one of my private students, and he is currently around 10 years old. He told me about it, and he's someone who does not practice much. And I just thought that since he likes it, maybe there will be more people who likes it. So I want to take our time and learn together. Okay, so we're gonna try to learn Idea 10. Usually when I present a new piece to my students, I show them a few things before they start. Knowing this overall speed, you see 170 is considered a fast pace in music. We don't need to worry about that right now, but knowing that, it helps because the overall style of the piece is meant to be more upbeat, more like a dance. There's 2 flats at the beginning. The 2 flats means there's B flat and the E flat, and which means whenever you run into the notes B and E, it's supposed to be playing flat, or E flat. Okay. You also have 3/4. 3 means that there's 3 beats per measure. So don't look at this one because it's harder to read. But if you look at the second measure, you have first count being here, and then second count is on this quarter note, and the third count is this quarter note. So that gives you 3 beats per measure. So measure is like a box, measure. And usually you can tell what the next measure are by looking at the number at the beginning of the line. So this is considered measure 8, right? Right here. All right. So those are the 3 things: fast pace, 2 flats, you have B flat and E flat, and 3 beats per measure. Now, usually a music breaks it down to 3 parts. That's in general. So we're gonna learn the first part today. Sometimes people call that section A. And before we dive in, I'll play it. Begins after the second beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Pause for today. That is counting from left side, measure 15. 15 is here. We're going 16, 17, and 18. We're stopping at 19. Okay, you see there's also a double line. This is like a temporary stop mark. All right, so usually the A section opens the piece. You want to know what's the style. So for me, when I hear this, it sounds slightly sad, but because it's a waltz tempo, so it's a little bit uplifting as well. So it's a little counterintuitive. It does sound a little bit cloudy. more sentimental, and these are represented by minor keys. So in this case, this is a G minor piece. Okay. Now, since there's 3 beats per measure, you want to emphasize on beat 1. All right, so start with left hand. Beat 1 is on second measure. Emphasize beat 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can hear the first gives like a pause. Almost there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. See, towards the end of that first section, you can see how the music gets more repetitive on that same E flat, E flat, E flat. So it's building that intensity, moving to B section, which we'll talk about another day. Now, if your left hand can control the strong light, then it's gonna save you a lot of work. But if you can't hear the difference, then I would first slow your speed down, really count 1 and 2 and 3 and strong, light, strong. So try to exaggerate it more than you want to. Okay, that's just to build your momentum and muscle memories. Okay, first beat is gonna be strong. Most people's problem isn't to play strong, it's actually to play light. So the technique to play light, make sure you use your wrist, loose wrist, and comfortable seating as well. See how light you can play with double notes, right? This is beat 2 and beat 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can barely hear the beat 2 and 3, and that's actually what makes music have multi-layers. Okay, so always remember, start slow to train your muscle memories, and our brain and hearing will digest, is that the good enough tone? Can you play even lighter on beat 2 and 3? So ask yourself these questions when you practice the left hand. Another thing about left hand, this will be the last thing. Try to keep your timing, meaning that first beat has to be on time, especially it's a waltz kind of style. First beat on time. 1, 2, look ahead, G, look ahead, lower G, look ahead, G, ahead, F, F again. So sometimes you might notice the pattern is you have the same notes on the lower range, it will be the same on the upper range. And you can see that on beat measure 3 and 4, right? You have a G, go back to the lower G, up again on the G. So that gives away like, okay, you can let the mind rest a little bit because it's the same notes. Always prep ahead, so knowing where's your next lower range is gonna be. And sometimes it might just be better to write down what's the first note. So I usually choose red because left hand is more left out and people tend to be delay. So this is a G, and you move on to the next measure. First beat, lower G, right? Oops. The next measure, the low G, and so on. So write down the first note per measure. Definitely can practice only the first beat. Like C, G, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, G, 2, 3. This will give you a shadow what's gonna come next. Forecast what's gonna come next. All right. So So if you practice the first beat, then if there's extra time, also try to practice only beat 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Notice the reading is easier because the notes are more adjacent. Alright, let's see if we can play the left hand from measure 1 through 19. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, strong. You can try the arpeggio. Okay, by adding the pedal is usually recommended for songs that are after 1830s. So after Romantic time, pedal is usually heavily used. All right, moving to the right hand. I will begin second finger on G, just so that I have more maneuver to either go up more or go down. So G and starts after beat 2. Here we go. 1, 2, G, G. Here's the B on the third note. Watch out, make sure it's a B flat. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. And second measure, C, B flat. Hold this tight note for 3.5 counts. G, G, pausing here just in case if anyone got lost. We'll focus on 4 measures at a time. Since those are considered one chunk, one section, make sure the 4 measures are playing smoothly and being on time. So we'll go again from beginning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. Hold the tie. 3, hold the tie again. So I continue. 1, 2, 3, measure 8. All right, so you see, at this time I included the second part along. So from measure 1 through 8, make sure you practice that maybe 5 times minimum. Get all the notes there. I don't really recommend writing down every letters for the notes because we still want to train our eyes to identify what note they are, and usually you can tell quickly by knowing are they a skip, right? G, G, B flat, it's a skip because there are line notes and then went on to the next line. So that's how quickly you can figure out skips. Just means line, 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 line. Or it could be space, 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 space. So alternating, those are skips. Skips means skipping over a key, and so on. Alright, let's start over again. This time we're gonna go from measure 1 through measure 16. Maybe 12. Measure 12 first. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 2 counts and a half. 1, 2, 3. Measure 8. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now going up. This is new parts. D, C, B. D, C, B, those are stepping down. Line, space, line, notes, right? And make sure you still have B flat in there. We haven't seen E flat yet, but if it does, I'll remind you. Okay, this is from measure 11. Ready, and D, C, B flat, G, A, again. Measure 11. Ready, and D, C, G. Okay, some people have trouble reversing, like going down and going back up. So that's why we practice extra on the parts where the rhythm are unstable. Again, measure 11. Ready, and 2, 3, hold the tie. Measure 15. G. I use my F crossing over, so you see in the video, crossover with second finger, F, G. So just like borrow second finger over, F, and then comes back. Okay, measure 17. A, B flat for 6 counts. And there you go, that's your right hand. You notice the right hand hasn't really moved out of position. So in this case, I would try to focus mostly on the left hand. Okay, and keep your hand on the piano. Notice how it's curved because you cover these 5 notes. G, A, B flat, C, D. Keep your hands there. All right, let's see going from the beginning and play along just the right hand. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Cross over, come back. Measure 9. 1, 2. Tie. 2, 3. Tie again. 1, 2, 3. 1. Cross over again. Come back. 2, 3. A, 2, 3. B flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to keep a good habit, try to hold that exactly 6 counts. All right. When you do both hands, make sure your separate hands is at least 80%. Okay, the speed should be good. You definitely recognize all the notes. If you don't recognize all the notes, write it down. Okay, anywhere that tend to have any gaps or any pause, hesitations, write down what's pausing it. Like, might be the notes, unsure where it goes, or sometimes it's just a brain freeze, so it needs to be repetitive. Practice over and over, but start slow. Okay, the key point is to start slow. My professor used to tell me that I should practice slow and heavy. Why heavy? Because when you play heavy, it kind of gives you a stronger pulse. And for a day like now, when technology is so advanced, we always think about fast. But unfortunately, piano learning, there's a fast way to do it, but it's not sustainable. So make sure you go slow and steady, and something that you can continue to do for many days. All right, focus on first 4 measures for hands together. It can even be 2 measures if it's more difficult. So let's say we'll do 2 measures. From the beginning, place your hand, be ready, low C in the left hand, pinky. Make sure you can jump up, knowing where it's gonna go next. So train our brain, where is it starting, where is it gonna go next. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Left C, C and E flat. See, and that's it. Just measure 1 and 2. Try it again. If this was a lot of hard work, try to go even slower. 1 and 2 and 3, the slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. If this is it gets easier, then speed up a little bit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Now we can move on to measure 1 through 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and left is on G. Yay! Left hand actually didn't have to move much for measure 3. You have from C and then stay in that position. Just drop your pinky on G and then still C and E flat, right? So let's redo again. Measure 1 through 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, and 2. See if you can challenge yourself. Look ahead. What's the next note? Ooh, if you have written it out, it should be lower G. Okay, that way you know, oh, it's a big jump coming up. And sometimes might be smart practicing where the problem is. So measure 3 till 4. 3 till 4. So find where your hand position. G on the left, G on the right. But make sure your right is with second finger. 1, 2, 3. G, left, right. Jump down for G. And if this is all you can do, just keep doing that until it's comfortable. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Jump down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm showing a lot of baby steps, and this is how practice usually looks like when it's a challenge song. You have to start slow. You have to do separate hands. So we train our muscles to play the right notes, because it's the brain has firing up, and in order to make it smooth, repetition makes it smooth. All right, I hope that this tutorial is helpful. You repeat that same 4 measures until the next 4. So we have measure 1, 2, 3, 4 from measure 5 through 8, right? 5 through 8, there's a changing line. Sometimes because the line change, that creates pause too for many people. And that might be a place where you have to write down what the next note is on the previous line. So that gives you a way to look ahead. All right, let's see. We can go from the start again. Find your hand position, low C, right hand is G. Here we go. Make sure you're ready to stretch for left hand. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Jump down, lower G, come back up, B flat and D, stays in that position. Another jump, go to F, come back up, A and D. Notice how A and D looks different than all the previous chords, the notes being stacked. Because A and D, you have A is a line note, D is a space note. So when you have a mixture of a line and space, that is an even number, even interval. So A and D, A, B, C, D, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, that's 4 intervals. Okay, so be ready to jump back up to D with 4 interval. Okay, you can look for F with the pinky, come back up D with your thumb, and then D is your thumb with 4 interval down, and that's where you know it's. Add the A there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Measure 8, jump to E flat. Okay, so this might be a lot because I'm teaching 4 measures versus before I'm showing you 2 measures. There's more time to be detailed. In this case, I will look at measure 7 and 8 since there's a larger jump. So I will practice left hand, F, A and D, that's the interval. interval 4, just like the previous measure. Jump for E flat, come back, G and B flat. And do that again. F, A, D, E flat, G, B flat. And see if you can play that repeatedly. Again. One last time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if the left hand does well, apply both. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right. Measure 9, 10 is the same. At least the melody line is the same. But left is very similar. So if you have done the left hand practice alone and be able to move on time, it's just in the E flat major chord. C. Jump to G. So here's another large jump. It starts from measure 11, the end of 11, till 12. So practice that to really link the measures together. Okay. Yeah, there isn't any more tricky spots, really. Whenever there's a large jump, such as from measure 3 till 4, you can write down measure 4 starts on the lower G in the left hand. And then measure 5 till 6, there is a lower F. Okay, then measure 8, E flat. So those are larger jumps that it might be beneficial to write down the notes. Okay, measure 12, lower G. Then 14, lower F. 16, lower E flat. Alright, so I hope that this video has helped you. Practice through it. It might take 30 minutes just for that 19 measures. But whatever you can accomplish, that is good. Even if you only have 10 minutes, then you can shorten your learning to be maybe just 4 measures for that 10 minutes. Okay, hope you have a good time practicing and take some time to go check out Avatar. Enjoy, have a good one.